Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where the performance of Veltima fungicide can take your best results even further. Under cloudy skies, 75 degrees on the barn thermometer, light winds out of the east. It is not raining here, but looking at the radar, spotty on and off showers as you go across the Buckeye State. Very pleasant temperatures for those participating at the State Fair today and all the county fairs going on as well. A couple quick calendar reminders. Powered by Soy Biodiesel, tune in on Monday. The Axis Seed County Fair Tour kicks off with its first stop at the Clark County Fair. Join Dale as he'll be visiting with members from the Junior Fair Board. Then Wednesday, Dale will be broadcasting from the Ohio State Fair, the Junior Market Sheep Show, thanks to Kalmbach Feeds. Let's check in now with Dale Minio as he has an update on corn scouting and management from Valent USA.
Joining me from Valent USA is Walker Cooper. He's the Territory Account Manager for Ohio. Walker, if I understand it correctly, you're from Ohio.
Yes, sir. From the washing machine capital itself, Clyde.
Well, we're glad to know that Clyde is known for that. As we look to other things, you're out and about. Tell us about the corn that you're seeing in your area.
Obviously a challenging spring as far as weather. So we have a lot of different plant dates, a lot of different corn in a lot of different stages. Absolutely a year that you have to be on top of your scouting and know where everything is and put in a little bit of extra effort to check your crop.
So being from Valent USA, I'm sure you're challenged at all your meetings saying, what are we doing now to help producers either identify a problem and do we have a solution? How do you address those kind of meetings and conversations within your company?
Internally, we always look at what are the challenges and what are the things that we're seeing out in the fields. We love to spend time with our grower clients to understand what they're dealing with. And the second part of that, figuring out which one of our products are going to fit the unique challenges of the season. This particular year, we're looking at a lot of our post products. Growers had a hard time getting some sort of residual down or some aggressive product early because they were more focused on getting something in the ground early.
Oh, I understand that. So at this stage of the game, you probably got corn from just above your boot to almost mid-thigh or higher. Where can you help then?
We're able to provide some residual products. So Perpetuo is going to be one of the products that we can offer. The other one is going to be our Maverick corn herbicide. Most guys will be familiar with Maverick Pre-Side as well, but there also is an application pattern for post that's going to give you some residual control into later growing parts of that season, as well as have activity against some tough broadleaf weeds and annual grass.
Thank you, Walker Cooper, Territory Account Manager for Ohio with Valent USA. Always read and follow label directions.
Thanks, Dale. Let's get a quick weather update now, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com.
Hit and miss scattered shower, thunderstorm activity still around in Ohio here today, focusing more on the southern half of the state this afternoon, but I won't rule out another quarter to 3/4 of an inch of rain in spots. Coverage may only be about 60%, but it's there. We dry out for everyone overnight tonight, but then as we move through tomorrow afternoon and evening, rain and thunderstorms back, 1/4 to 1 inch likely for your Saturday late afternoon, evening, and overnight. We can add to that Sunday from US 30 southward. So definite moisture around, but we're going to see it focus more on the south than the north. We go into next week, and Monday, Tuesday, trying to be a little bit drier, but we're also seeing hotter temperatures build through the week. I'm meteorologist Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Taking a look at your agricultural headlines, farmers and rural bankers and farm credit institutions are increasingly turning to the USDA Farm Service Agency loan programs, but they all want higher credit limits, more flexibility on guarantees, and faster approval times. Congress will look to make some adjustments to USDA's loan programs when lawmakers get around to writing several sections of the Farm Bill, such as credit, that were not addressed in the One Big Beautiful Bill signed into law earlier this month. Now, in the grand scheme of farm loans, the FSA remains a relatively small lender overall, accounting for $5.39 billion in total loans for fiscal year 2024. FSA issued 24,555 loans that year. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your markets after this.
Friday, July 25th is Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. Visit the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, the Department of Insurance, and other state agency booths. Join us on Friday, July 25th for Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. We'll see you there.
Be aware, ticks are there. As you head outdoors, remember to avoid tall grass, wear light-colored full-coverage clothing, and use EPA-registered repellent. Be sure to thoroughly check for ticks after you head in for the day. If you find any ticks, remove them carefully with tweezers and watch for symptoms such as fever, headache, or rash. For more information on ticks and tick bite prevention, head over to ohio.gov/ticks.
Well, after some positive numbers earlier in the trading day, let's take a look at how the markets closed. Today's markets brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. The positive trends continued right to the close today as we find September corn closed the day 6.5 cents higher at $4.08 1/2. December new crop corn up 6 3/4 at $4.27 3/4. August soybeans ended 6 1/4 cent higher at $10.27 3/4, with November new crop beans up 9 1/4 cent at $10.35 3/4, and wheat for September closed the day 12 3/4 cent higher at $5.46 1/4 cent. In livestock, August live cattle closed down 12.5 cents at $223.55. August lean hogs were up 65 cents at $106.47 1/2, and September feeder cattle closed the day down $1.22 1/2, $324.20. Well, thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend, everybody. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.